Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Draconum Blade. And Draconum Blade writes to ask how I feel about Marvel Comics making Thor into a woman. And Draconum Blade goes on to say that he fears that this will erode Thor's masculine image. And my response to this begins by pointing out that we are of course talking about the comic book character Thor, not the god Thor, although there's certainly a connection between the two. And I guess I should start by saying that I personally think it's very good when pagan themes appear in popular media. I think it's good for a number of reasons, not the least of which is that it exposes people who are not pagan to pagan ideas in what is very often a friendly and low-pressure way, and takes some of the fear out of dealing with people of a different religion or culture. So, do I think it's wrong that there is a comic book character called Thor who draws upon some aspects of the mythology around the god Thor, but not others? Well, yes, I do. I think that's a very good thing. How do I feel about their having changed the character from a man into a woman? Well, we'll come back to that. First, a few words about myself. When I was a child, around 11 or 12, one of my favorite TV series on Saturday morning was The Secrets of Isis. And this television series featured a female superhero who would become possessed by the spirit of the goddess Isis and go forth and fight crime. And I loved this when I was that age. I imagine if I saw it today I might not love it as much, but I loved it then. And I thought that it was a wonderful positive thing to see. I certainly already knew about the goddess Isis because I'd been learning about the goddess Isis before I knew how to read. But to see a popular, positive image of a pagan goddess in popular culture was a wonderful thing. And there really weren't a lot of them. There aren't a lot of them now. So I think that that was a great thing. How would I have felt if they had taken the female character out and replaced her with a male character who became possessed by the spirit of Isis and went out and fought crime? Well, except for the fact that there aren't enough female superheroes, I would otherwise have thought it was a great thing. And the reason I say this is because as a pagan priest I know that your gender is irrelevant when dealing with deity. And if you are a priestess and you want to bring through an oracle from a god, there's no reason on earth that you can't. And if you are a priest and you want to bring through an oracle from a goddess, there's no reason on earth you can't. So if you were a superhero and you were being possessed by the spirit of a goddess, I don't really feel that your gender would be relevant. And it would be the same for a god. So when you ask me how do I feel about Marvel making Thor a woman, I would say that in a manner of speaking I think it's quite progressive and kind of an important thing to consider. That our gender and our connection to deity are not necessarily linked in this way. I've met pagans who thought that only a woman could channel the spirit of a goddess or only a man could channel a god. And this simply is not true. How do I know it's not true? Well, lots of experience, my own and other people's. Therefore, I think it's actually a rather realistic portrayal in a manner of speaking, and therefore not a bad thing. I don't imagine that you're going to see the character of Thor remain female very long, but I think the fact that they have done it makes some very important points about the nature of incarnation, the nature of the soul, the nature of our interaction with deity. So those would be my thoughts on the matter. I hope you find them interesting, and until next time, may you blessed be. Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from witchschool.com. Are you looking for the best in pagan and magical education? With more than 12,000 pages, witchschool.com is like having your own personal library with individual learning assistants to help you study. And Witchschool's Anyone, Anytime, Anywhere education system is available any place on earth, anywhere you are and anytime you want it, as long as you have an internet connection. Witchschool's lifetime memberships are a great value. They really do last a lifetime. They've been there for years and they'll be there for years to come. So get your membership today at witchschool.com.